All right, my beautiful people. Let's keep going. Let's do it. We're at least simming another season with these bad boys. As tempted as I am to say UDFA or on Madden or even the JUCO challenge on this, you know, I think, again, there's still some unfinished business for this team. Let's look at these training camp results as we are showing up as an 89 overall team. Good Christ. Casey, who didn't leave, by the way, rocking an 85. Chipmunks at an 83. I mean, crack the Casey. He'll be given the opportunity to be the starter. As Let Him Cooks jumps Chili Conhini. So, look out for Mr. Cooks to be next in line. Running back situation, Bill Cincinnati is a beast. Shabazz and Forbath both look awesome as well behind him. The fullback, Witch of the Westerman, looking really good. The receiver core that we do have is really, really solid as well. I mean, 481s at least. Granted, it's an 80 for Tom, but you get the point. Tight end situation looks great. Left tackle, good amount of depth. Left guard, good amount of depth. Center. Holy shit. Yeah, we're good at center. We're going to be just fine. Right guard looks great. Right tackle, solid. D-line, downloaded torrents at an 86 currently, an 87 for NCal, technically an 84, but again, we're going off of what we're showing there. Defensive tackle is hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Linebacker, John Wilkes Lincoln looking awesome. Middle linebackers look great. Right side is incredibly deep. Corners look awesome. I mean, goddamn. Yeah, Lincoln has an injury carrying over from last year. Caps looks great. Strong safety. Wow. Merriman makes a gigantic leap forward. He went up by like 15 points or something. Something close. He might honestly be the starter over Raekwon Wan. Holy hell. And of course, the kicker and the punter are both brand new. We have definitely hit that point of being in contention year in and year out. The only question is, can we hit that top tier before it's too late? One way or another. God damn. How many players do we have to cut? We don't even have to cut anybody. We're actually 3 players short of a full roster. Cool. That's quick and easy. Let's do the conference changes. That is hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Chris, I think we had plenty of people to actually be depth at middle linebacker. I normally just like to have 3 people there, though. That was a choice as opposed to a shortage. James Madison heading the Conference USA to replace Charlotte. While Northern Illinois, how many natties? We are 1 for 2. We have played Kentucky in the national title game the last 2 years in a row. We won the year before, and they won this year. Both games decided by 3 points. So,
I'm just trying to walk through this.
Shout out to Tice for the follow, and shout out to Kentucky for being, who'da thunk it, our biggest rivals. Probably not named Miami, at least. So, there we go. We got those changes in. Conference USA champions, it was Old Dominion. As they head to the MAC to replace Georgia Southern. Back over here to Old Dominion, Georgia Southern. Champions of the MAC, frickin' Warhawks in Monroe. I'll still never forgive them for stealing that quarterback from us, as they replaced Kansas. Kansas down to tier number 9. Get in the bin. Get in the bin. God, they've been bad. They and Virginia both. Minnesota, too. Sunbelt champions were Nevada, Tomato. They head to the American to replace Washington State. So, goodbye, Nevada. Champions of the American were Rutgers. They head to the Mountain West, hilariously, I believe once again, as they replace the Utes of Utah. The place is apparently the American Conference at the end of the day. Boise State, champions of the Mountain West, head to the Pac-12, where they replace Cincinnati. So we might indeed have a showdown. Well, we're guaranteed at least one showdown with the Broncos next season. How many tiers until 1? Well, we're in Tier 5. So you do the math, because we lost to the UCLA Bruins in the conference title game. They head to the ACC. We do not, as they'll be replacing the Fighting Illini of Illinois. Ignoring the mountains of New Jersey. The Iowa Hawkeyes head to tier number 3, aka the Big 12, to replace Texas in the morning. And go down. Champions of the Big 12, the Penn State Nittany Lions, who lost to us in the playoffs. They replace, hilariously, Alabama, who fall down to tier 3. Shout out to App State being a tier 2 program, but not Alabama. Hilarious. And Texas Tech head to the top tier to replace Ohio State. So that, as we are nearly in 2050, is what the top tier looks like. ASU still there. I'm pretty sure Oregon is the only team. Oregon and Michigan, I don't think have ever been dropped from the top tier. But the fact that the likes of ASU have been there for that long is insane. Absolutely insane. So, fair play to them. Fair play, fair play. So let's get to a couple of things here. First and foremost, the custom schedule. UCLA is currently scheduled. We'll see if that holds as we spin the old letter picker wheel. And for week number 1, we roll a P. Gotta look at P. And that leaves a choice for chat. Who are we kicking our season off against? Will it be Penn State or Pittsburgh? Penn State or Pittsburgh to kick off the year. Who will it be? And then, if we spin the wheel for week number 4, granted UCLA would make a lot of sense, but also I'm mad at them, so if I can avoid playing them, I will. We spun a B. And there's only one B option. We're taking on the Mormons of BYU. And based on the vote, I think we know it is going to be Pittsburgh as well. All right, we have our 2 non-conference games. It is Pittsburgh and BYU, 2 ranked opponents joining our conference schedule. Fair enough. Let's take a look at the board next, because we are going to be allowed to target up to 4 5-star players here, thanks to our playoff success last year. The question is whether or not there's actually 4 5-stars we can legitimately get. There is a 5-star quarterback in Chuck Sperry who is interested in us, and actually everybody that we can possibly target, we will. Because we have 1,000 hours now to spend. I think the big issue is obviously, like, we can't totally ignore the 4 stars either. But, yeah, this is our first chance. Again, we can't go after every single 5-star, as in land them. But we are allowed to sign up to 4 of them, thanks to our playoff success. And there's 25 5-stars this year. And, of course, we are just going to immediately hand them all scholarship offers. And then we're going to look at some 4 stars that have interest in us. Hopefully there's a decent amount. Break out the non-alcoholic beers for BYU. The playoff earning higher rates has been the best thing for the chat. I think it's a fair in-between. It's a fair in-between to say if you can do well in the playoffs, you deserve a reward. I think that was a nice little spin that you all helped develop. Shout out to Jake Apotamus Rex. One of the best account names I think I have ever seen. Jake, thank you for the raid. My goodness, how'd the stream go? I imagine it was college football? And if so, let me know what you were up to. I'm always intrigued to see what people do. But what's going on, man? Thank you very much for that. I went to the wrong frickin' menu. God damn it. We need to look at 4 stars. Name of the night. It's tough to land name of the night. I mean, given that we had a person show up here last night called, let me find it. Pipe Me Now. You know, you never know what you're going to get. I got all the achievements in one stream. Are you okay? Do you need me? Now, look, I don't know if you're an American, I presume, and I get that the scariest thing I could possibly ask you as a fellow American, the scariest thing I could say is, do you need me to call an ambulance? But, you know, only took 3.5 hours. Really? In fairness, I haven't even looked at the achievement list for this game, so I wouldn't even know if it's actually that difficult, but fair play. What, are you going to set the set the speed running record? For a YouTube video. Fair enough. Fair enough. Shit. Yeah, could have been in 2. God damn. You know, Jake, you came in here and said, hey, you know what? This cool thing I'm doing. I'm sold. I'm sold. I am going to want to see the outcome of that, to be completely honest. So enjoy a nice little Twitch follow and a sub on the YouTube side because, yeah, I want to know. Also, noticing on the YouTube side, who's the greatest wrestler of the late 90s? Brother, that would be Sting. And I'll fight you to the death over that. And I'll fight you to the death over that one. So we'll Crash Andrews. All right, so in terms of players that are interested in us this upcoming year, there's actually a lot of 4 stars, which is better than last year, but also a bit of a problem. There's a little bit of a problem because there's too many people. And we're going to miss out on... Actually, it might be a good thing because we're going to focus on those 5 stars, right? So, I'm not late. I'm early for the next raid. Oh, what's up? Shout out to Shaq Hagan, by the way, which is awesome. But, yeah. Jake, again, thank you very much for the raid, man. I'm intrigued to see, actually, how easy it was then if you were able to do that in 3.5 hours. That's... For a sports game, like, that seems fast based off of, like, you know, career mode and stuff like that. I gotta say Bret Hart. Well, TK, that would depend on what we define as the late 90s, right? Because the latter couple years for old Bretski the jet ski were not that great, were they? They weren't that great. It's only 15 achievements. See, I didn't even know it was only 15 achievements. I thought there would have been like 30, 35 at least. Fair enough. Fair enough. What are we going to do here? I think we're just going to focus all out on these 5 stars. We're only allowed to get 4 of them for this year. But I think that'll be the focus. So let's just scout these fuckers out because we got a whole bunch of points and nothing else to do. Oh, Jesus. If we were to land this guy, we'd never have anything to worry about again. We'd never have anything to worry about. Doesn't have the grind like Madden with Superstar mode. Fair. I'm not surprised Madden's achievements are probably more frustrating and difficult because that game in general is more frustrating and difficult. God, if we land one of these 5-star QBs. Oh, the places we will go. And we've already won a national title. But the places we will go. Dude, they're all great. I hate it. 5 stars be in easy mode. Receiving back as an athlete. Solid, that's for sure. Connor Rubin. Muffins, we are allowed a couple of 5 stars, but not an entire class. Unfortunately, we lost in the national title game. Otherwise, we would be allowed to go after every single one of these players. 94 speed for this wideout out of Declo, Idaho. Shout out to Declo. Declo, home of... Let's find out. Who the hell's from Declo? Population 338. They have one city name from the state of Maine. But this place of less than 400 is in the name. Or is in the game and gets... I'm mad. I'm mad. Notable people. J.R. Simplot. And Kelly Anthony. You know, if you showed me a picture of this man and said, guess his name, JR would have been up there. JR would have been up there. Kelly Anthony, Majority Leader of the Idaho Senate. Would you believe that the leader of the Idaho Senate is a Republican who went to BYU? Because I could. Oh my God. Zach Doucette. I wonder if that representative also shot a dog in a gravel pit. Doucette, you are apparently a bust. So you know what? Even though you'd still be good, we want to aim higher. What about Jamerson Small? Not a bust. And a very solid tight end, in fact. Jermaine Carruthers. Is just real. Dude, he has platinum quick drop out of the gates. Jesus. Cortland Denson. Okay, so again, even though we're only allowed to get 4 of these guys, I mean, there's pretty much no wrong answer. Just end up with whatever 4 we can get, and then start swinging wildly like Bart Simpson to try to get whatever 4 stars might still be out there. Some of these guys are just sick, man. They're so good. Caleb Sheed. What do we got for Caleb? Pretty much as long as they're not a bust, we'll be interested. But we got no other use for our points. We might as well scout these guys out. Galino, what's up, man? 85 power moves, 87 tackle, 87 hit power. My God. Mustafa Sharga. 80 block shedding, 87 pursuit. That guy's a beast. DJ Brady, grandson of Tom. Oh, I just thought of a horrible thing. How old will Tom Brady be in 2049? 72. Oh, God. Poor Tom. I hope at that point he'll accept the fact that he can eat all the strawberries. Galino, we're still in tier 5. We missed out on promotion by a field goal. Holy hell, Tyree LeBoy is insane. Dom Coltrane. Dude, the amount of... We might have to target these gems. Tom's living. Tom Brady could end up being the oldest human to ever live by the time it's all said and done. I wouldn't be surprised. I really wouldn't. Just a steady diet of no strawberries and kissing his son on the mouth. Does wonders. Just most people aren't willing to make that sacrifice to live longer. So from there, let's take a look. First and foremost at our conference this year, which again, we are still in tier 5. Unfortunately, I'm from Maryland and can't stand it, but I respect it. I'm from New England and I pray it to the altar of Tom Brady. But I respect you for that opinion. So still in the Pac-12 this year. We are an 89 overall team. Boise State at an 84. 80 overall Colorado State. 81 Illinois. 83 Iowa State. 80 overall for Louisville. 82 Mizzou. 84 Ole Miss. 84 Oregon State. 81 Purdue, and 81 overall TCU. I mean, we are the favorites. Like, let's be honest, we really did ourselves a disservice by not winning that conference title last year. Big time. Big time, big time. We can't make that mistake again. Do we have anybody on the national stage? We do. MS-DOS. Getting shouted out as the second best defensive tackle. And in conference, it should be mostly us. And it is. It's a lot of us. It's a lot of Boise State. But that's a whole lot of red. My God, it's like... it's like the vote. It's like the county is of Idaho. There you go. Zeus lived for 1,000 years by kissing his kid in the mouth to say Tom Brady came to the same. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. All right. We are good to leave that as it is. We got to go through our red shirts, the depth chart, and then we'll rename our only 12 new additions this year. We didn't get that many people. So let's take a look here. Quarterback, we will be sitting out Deacon Butler. For obvious reasons. The 3 new running backs, Devontae Harris. I mean, that guy could be a beast, but there's just no way he'd start this year, or maybe even next year, because of one Bill Cincinnati. Wide out, nobody to sit out. Tight end, Jelani Freeman. And we didn't bring in 1,000 offensive linemen this year, which is kind of nice. We do still have a lot of depth in that position, though. Matthew Novak, hopefully he doesn't get mad because he's really, really good. Same for Capra. We got a couple of players where as long as they don't get mad and try to walk because they're not playing this first year, we are going to benefit highly just from how good they're going to be in the future. John Cavazos as well. And then the kicker and punter are both freshmen. They're going to have to play. So the depth chart for this season. Or hopefully we don't get roasted due to injuries. Crack the Casey is going to get a chance, right? He's a junior. He's the higher rated of the two. But Dalvin did a decent job last year. I mean, he got us to the national title game, even though he struggled a lot. I mean, Platinum Road Dog and Platinum Step Up, though. Maybe he should start. Maybe he should. Honestly, better deep accuracy goes to Crack the Casey. That might also explain why we threw that interception in the national title game. Best accuracy for Dalvin. That's a tough call. That's a real tough call. Running back is not, though. It's Billy Cincinnati's ball. At all times. Second choice will still be Alaka Shabazz. Fullback situation is pretty straightforward. That's good. Wideout situation will also just go off of the highest ratings. It's fine by me. No physical abilities for REDUX, but he does have 95 speed, so we'll leave him. Yeah, we're good with that. Tight end wise, a lot of depth there, which looks pretty damn good. I mean, you could argue about who should play where. We might honestly have to base this over who can actually block, but the top two, okay. The O-line, let's just leave it as it is. Brad to the bone, RoboCop at left guard, center Payne Spain. Right guard, stop looking at me, Swan. And right tackle, don't call me Mo. Lester. Defensive end, we'll just leave this as it is too. Downloaded Torrance. And Keenan Enkel the second. Defensive tackles, MS-DOS, Shakir, Wet Hot Merck and Sumner. I mean, dude, defensive tackles looking stronger than it's ever looked. Linebackers as well. There's a reason why we're running that multiple formation defensive playbook here, because Jesus, like, there's just so much depth across the board with this team. Actually, really quickly, the 285s, yeah, we gotta leave. Line them house column blanket coverage for Spencer. Safety's still looking good. We're going to put many Merriman at the starting strong safety spot. That platinum layout. Too good to not use. Kick returns this year. Straightforward rubber duck 4-bath. 88 return rating. Kickoffs. Good with Daryl Bostic. Whatever his name will end up being. Long snapper's good. Third down back is also good. Power back. I mean, this team's just really good. There's no other way to put it. This team is just really good. And again, we'll do the same thing we did last year. Just highest rated dudes. Turns out somebody can play multiple spots. The game will figure out who the hell is playing where. I don't care. The game can figure it out. Why do I have to figure it out? You do it, video game, if you're so smart. Shakir, definitely the best rushing defensive tackle, though. Sub linebacker looks fucking sublime. Mommy left Hoppe. Put him there, and then for corners, we're looking good. All right. Cool. Well, let's get to the fun part. We got players to rename, chat. All right, everybody. To recap, your new additions. Deacon Batista at quarterback. Running backs, losing my Harris. Muted on WWE television. Smorgan Freeman, Mafu Fighter. At tight end, Morgan Freeman. Smorgan's brother, of course. Nobody knew on the O-line, but just shocking. Shout to Cross. This Ball State Dynasty is like the song that never ends. It's called American Pie. Thank you, Cross. You're not wrong. But I mean, we're this close to the 30-year limit. We might as well just hit the limit, right? We have Joe Novak, which, I mean, again, chat was all over the place with what to name this guy. Right side, Chupacabra. That was a good one. I like Chupacabra. Linebackers, Tobago and Trinidad, alongside Damon Stoudemire, who kept his name. New safety, Big Ol' Cavazos. Your new kicker, Daryl Sucks. And your punter, Chuck Testa. What a team. What a team. Cross with the 10 gifted, though, out of nowhere.
Taste the biscuit.
From the top rope.
Goodness of the biscuit.
Taste the goodness of the biscuit. I mean, Cross, I'm going to take that as a sign that even though you said you feel like it's never going to end, that you also don't want it to end. How else am I supposed to read into this? It's the song that won't end, but here's 10 gifted because I like the song or because you want the song to end. Because if that's your way of being like, put this bird out of its misery, then I might have to read into that a little bit, you know? I might have to. Don't want it to end because content. There! Well, in fairness, too, even if it were to end, I'd just start something new. Whether or not it would still be on this or Madden, I don't know. Because we have ideas for both that we want to run. But, you know?
Taste the biscuit.
You know?
Taste the goodness of the
got the Ty Romanowski. And Premium Bagel on the 63 months.
Taste the biscuit.
God, are you tired of this song yet? Anyone tired of this song yet?
Taste the biscuit.
It's a good fucking biscuit. Just taste it so she'll shut up.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit.
She just doesn't stop. She just doesn't stop. Oh, that guy's a bust. That's a shame. Here comes the pizza. 63 months, Bagel. Speaking of songs that never... This guy's good. Why the hell is he a bust? It sucks. He's probably normal dev, but he's good. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. He's got good zone. He's got good man. Herd with the 2 gifted. More biscuit.
Taste the biscuit.
Taste the biscuit.
Of the biscuit.
The goodness of the biscuits.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit.
Taste the butter spread. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the butter spread. Thank you to both Cross and Herd for the gifteds. Very, very much appreciated. Very much indeed, as I need to pin down what players here are gems, because they are going to be our top priority. Again, we can only sign 4 of these dudes. Oops, didn't even want to do that. Just bring them back to the vault. So anybody with points, you're going to the top. And the quarterbacks are, of course, already at the top. So that'll be going to Boston next weekend. Ooh. Boston, that time. Why? That's my answer. Is why, or my response, should I say? I don't know math anymore, or English, or anything, really. Apparently, I signed a gem tackle redshirted in his freshman year. He was a 92. That is insane. Like, genuinely insane. 92 overall, red shirt. That's insane. Jesus. We have a bakery with that many biscuits. Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say so. The biscuits are in demand, you know? Also, I didn't even notice this guy's name was Steven Lodeholt. The potential with a player with the last name of Lodeholt cannot be overstated. Oh, goodness. We still got to go all out for these 5 stars. We got to do it. Gotta do it. We gotta do it. Get whatever 4 we can, and then target the actual 4 stars from there. So 5 points for everybody, and then the dudes at the top here. 25? I mean, you could argue, though, it's got to be like 50. Like, we got to go all out. Girlfriend was accepted to Harvard, but is going to a program instead of PhD. Well, fair enough, Bagel, and congrats to her. Goddamn. Goddamn. As someone who has a friend going the PhD route, that's, I don't know if it's that much of a hurdle for everybody, just in terms of the mental exhaustion. God damn, can it be? So fair play. Not a bad way to go. Alright, are we gonna have? So Stamkos, because we had playoff success, we're still locked to 4 stars, but we're allowed to get 4 or 5 stars because we made the national title game. Okay, so we do have a choice here. How many? I mean, again, though, it's like I can't guarantee that we'll even get those 8. So another master's at Baylor online. I would like to go to med school. So Bagel, you're in a similar position where you have no problem being like, yeah, my significant other's smarter than me. That's what I'm reading into that. Like, you avoid playing trivia nights at this point and other things where it's just like, oh, is logic involved? Let's not. I can hit a nail with a hammer, though. Not to say she couldn't, but it's like, here, let me do the dumb things. You just sit there and be smart, and I'll just be here. That's how I would react. I'm not smarter than you. Crash, you are. You're also more handsome. But I have an advantage on Crash Andrews. And you can find that find out that advantage at onlyfans.com/Doogie24. As we go to week number 2. So, Bagel, fair enough, though. That's cool as hell and impressive, honestly. Just be like, yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna do this instead of do that. Like, both things are impressive regardless. Going back to school. Oh, yeah? Well, I'm gonna sit here and yell at a video game. How do you like that? How do you like that, though? Most players just locked us out. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna respect the content. You better! All right. You know, I said most players. We have at least 13 left. That's not that bad. Bagel just sitting here flexing. Like, look at how smart my lady is. Fair enough, you know. I do that all the time, too. Only difference is you stream it. I know. I mean, yeah, that's why I started streaming in the first place. I was like, well, I play this shit enough anyway. I might as well just see if somehow someone's like, hey, this game's torturing this guy. How fun. And here all of you sickos are agreeing with that. I've never had a lady to brag about. And then you end up with her. You're just making up for the lost time, Bagel. Don't fuck it up. All right, let's see. So everyone there is on 50. Can we schedule visits with anybody? No. Okay. 4 stars. You're trying, what, to fuck it up or to not fuck it up? All right, anybody that has interest in us, we will add to our alleged short list. Holy, it's not going to be a very short list. Trying to not fuck it up. Fair. Fair, fair, fair. Bagel, I finally figured it out. I'm the charity case you use to prove, see, like, here, I'm a good person. Look at this idiot I support. I finally figured it out. Look at how generous I am. Because look at this fucking idiot. And I'm like, yeah, I tried to make him just a little bit happier each day. While he sits here and ruins his life via the power of video game. I see how it is now. I see. We figured it out. After all this time and frickin' 63 months, we figured it out. Anything I can do to help. It's like throwing bread to ducks. Except somehow worse. Oh, goodness. Goodness, goodness, goodness. What a time. What a time. Oh, man. Alright. Every single one of you guys are getting scholarship offers. Ah, goodness. Easiest thing to do is just never say. Ah, goodness. Oh, after a day like today, there needed to be some dumb things to laugh about, right? Scott, what's going on, man? How are you? All right, there we go. Get everybody a scholarship offer, and all of you dudes, at least as many as I can, get you on to 5 points. Could argue I maybe should have looked at the defense first, but you know me, love my quarterbacks. Terrell Owens. Not that he was a quarterback, he just loved his quarterback. All right. All right, our first game of the season. Number 9 Ball State against number 20 Pittsburgh. Let's do it. Non-conference as well. So, I mean, if we were to lose this game, it's not the end of the world. But let's see if we can make U-Tree cry. That's the game plan. Let's see if we can make U-Tree cry. Bagel, that's adorable. I'm rooting for you.
The Steel City might be most associated.
I think this is our first ever meeting against Pittsburgh as well. I think so. Ali Way. Alright, boys, a new season. We've made it to the national title game 2 years in a row. We're 1-1. Let's get back above 500, shall we? This could be the last season, I think. Like, mathematically, I think it could be the last season. I think. How many seasons do we have left after this? Because if the upcoming Right, the upcoming national title game is the 2050. This ends at the 2055 national title game, I think. So yeah, 2025 is the end of the first year. Unless it factors in that first year as the primary thing. Oh, please don't blow the lead. Please don't blow the... I just don't remember because the math in my brain is just not computing. I don't remember if it's the 2054 national title that's the last one, or if it's the 2055 title that's the last one. But it has been confirmed to be a 30-year limit, right? God, they just cannot stop turning the ball over. This is beautiful. There we go. That should be game. That should be a no-touching win in week number 1. And it is, baby!
No touching! No touching! No touching! Get it done.
31-20, Ball State on the comeback trail with a victory in week 1. Cracked the Casey is back with a vengeance. A vengeance, I tell you. Beautiful. It is a 30-year limit. All right, so don't have too much time left. Yeah, Bunny, I was gonna say in regards to why certain games, dude, they had all 20 of their points first quarter. The comeback logic in this game is nuts. We did decently on third down today. I don't know why they cap off certain modes at like 30, 25, 30 years. I don't know why. Hell of a game for Casey, though. No turnovers. 20 of 33. Very good. Billy Cincinnati. My goat. My goat, my goat. And what a game for Cream for my REDUX. 2 touchdowns. 165 yards on 6 receptions. O-line gave up a couple of sacks, but not the end of the world. Defensively, we got to the quarterback a few times. Both times, middle linebackers, Mommy Left Pape and Jadarius Descarius. Very nice. And our kicker hit a field goal. Way to go, Daryl. Trying to prove your parents wrong. Not that they named you sucks, but they also didn't change the surname. So, you know, they could have. Probably so the game doesn't drag ass towards the end. That's fair. That's fair. But, yeah. So, mathematically, right? We need... Get to Tier 4. That'd be this year. Tier 3, Tier 2, Tier 1. You can still make it. Contender status to an A+, brand exposure to a B+. Looking good, looking good. We draw our first conference opponent of the year, the Rebels of whole Mississippi, and we are in the running for some of these 5 stars, including Chuck Sperry. Yes, Chuck. He's the only guy that we're really in the running for, aside from Connor Rubin. But we will continue to have 50 points on those players every single week. And again, for these guys here that we know are already interested in us, we will just spread the wealth as best we can. We're not really going to be able to scout these guys. Like, we just got to kind of aim for whoever we can get. So, we did get locked out for Hendricks. Not Jimmy. Old Steven Wentz. Kurt Wade. Darren Beefree. Frederick Gallimore, and James, grandson of Maglio Ordonez. Shout out to Maglio Ordonez. My favorite players. Shout out to just baseball in general. What a sport. They do their best to fuck it up for themselves, but what a sport. Alright, there we go. Quick and easy. Let's get to that game. Against Ole Miss. Again, these conference games are still the ones now that we care. I mean, it's always been the ones that we've cared most about, especially now that we have a national title. 89 versus 85. Shouldn't have a rain game this early. What sport doesn't try to fuck it up? Fair. Fair. Please sign that dude with the last name Lowe so we can name him Shorty Got.
Welcome to Muncie, Indiana, home of the Ball State Cardinals, and we're looking forward to this matchup, and certainly the fans are showing that they are as well. A top 25 showdown coming up, two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. All
right, boys. Go, let's go. Who's my favorite, most random baseball player of all time? Isn't that just asking? Like, what defines somebody as random? As opposed to my favorite? What would be the difference between my favorite and my most random favorite? What's the difference? You know? What's how do you specify? Boy, 6.5 to go. Can we score, please? No, we can't. It's still a 2-point game. Your favorite that was never... Oh, baby, Nickelodeon the pick. My favorite that was never the best. Richie Sexson. Although he might have led the majors.
No real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really...
And home runs one year.
It was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics. I know we tend to overcomplicate college football.
They scored on like the last play, and I couldn't stop the Simmon time.
You can't turn the ball over.
Our first conference game of the year, and we lose to Mississippi.
The difference between winning and losing, it's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them.
By giving up 13 points in the fourth quarter.
Do more of those things more consistently.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been...
They ended the game on a punt return.
Of EA Sports College Football.
Shit. Shit. That's not good. They threw 2 picks today and still 1 out. That's bad. That's real bad. I mean, granted, they're one of the better teams that we can play in that division, but that is not a good way to start off this year. Not at all. We only miss out on Logan Zahersky, who is a 4-star. That puts us behind the 8 ball pretty quickly. We fall to number 12 in the country. But, yeah, that does put us into a bit of a predicament now. Just a bit. The rest of this year... Coco, what's up, man? We made it back to another national title game. We lost. And, hasn't been the best start to this season. We have the Missouri Tigers. Old Mizzou. Let's not do that. Coco, how are you, my man? Alright, gents. Well, you, really screwed it up for yourselves last week, but it is only 1 loss. You know, you can afford to lose... 1, 2 games, 3 tops, typically.
Welcome to Columbia, Missouri.
See what you can do this time.
Name for the father of the split T, where the Missouri Tiger fans are
Big Mo.
together a big W. We believe we've got a great one in store today.
All right, we need a better performance today. We need a much better performance. Well is relative. Correct. We need a much better performance here, please. Either going for 2 or missing a point after is not quite what I had in mind. For a better performance. Better pizza. Oh my god, our offense is fucking anemic. Oh my god. Well, we're down 24-9 with 11:43 to go, and while I don't want to, we really do have to jump in here to try to save this. Because being 0-2 in conference out of the gates would be horrific for us. What a throw by KC. Who else would it be? Greg Jennings. put the team on his back. Greg Jennings.
Explosive plays are great, but you gotta finish the deal. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
2 plays, touchdown Cardinals.
Touchdown Cardinals.
Greg Jennings.
Grab and go for the score.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good.
Sucks that he is a senior because he's turned into one of the best wideouts we've ever had.
Played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
Had Jennings for 10 years. There. All right, gentlemen. I have gotten you back into the game slightly. Do not screw it up. Shockingly, you didn't. Okay, you know what? We're still gonna play for you though, because I don't really trust you. 5:45 to go, down by 8.
From the gun, the running back looking for
Good
room.
blocking.
Really nice.
A good run for Billy Cincinnati.
By this junior. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. They'll give it to him again.
Not the best blocking there.
Warmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And these RPOs always put the defense in.
So we got a score, but we do have to be very careful with possession.
Little gain, no harm, no foul.
Just
1st down for Alaka Shabazz.
49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You love the running threats that we have.
On 1st and 10. Finds his man in the middle. They make the stop right there.
Not bad.
It's still short of
You know, statistically, like, it doesn't look like Casey's really had that bad of a game. Just for whatever reason, things have not gone our way today.
He's looking to throw.
I had A. I thought the linebacker was going to stick with him.
There to make the stop.
Better to just take the 1st down, though. I mean, I'm confident we can get the 2.
Game, and they've got a 1st down.
We have the monster on our side, after all.
The completion.
Oh, boy.
The draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And they try to sneak.
O-line struggled a little bit there.
You know, there's an art to selling the draw play, and that one was kind of more paint by numbers. Didn't turn out so well.
And the defense, you can
All
tell
forward, Bill. Hopefully you're okay.
painting by numbers and got in there quick, fast, and made the play.
Still in, so
Has some
it's all right.
signs of a good drive. The 7th play brings up a 3rd and 4.
We love ourselves some Bill Cincinnati at running back. That is the 2.
They've been on the field now for a
So
long
playing with fire a little bit here, but as long as we can score without using a timeout.
point of attack up front like you saw in that last play.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They stop him just short of the 1st
Ourselves
down,
the
but
RPOs.
2nd and inch is coming up. And the Cardinals have pushed it inside the 20. On the option. Now the toss.
Bill Cincinnati to the end zone. What a weapon. What a weapon.
And I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score.
We do need 2. And you know what that means. Time to break out the monster.
When you need the 2-point conversion.
Ah, shit. I had faith, and I shouldn't have. Cincinnati gets stopped.
Great play by the defense.
I thought for sure the line could hold on. They couldn't.
Gotta make a play, and they show up in a big moment.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Oh, we do have our timeouts, but we need a stop or it's game over.
Ready to go on the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive.
Nowhere for him to go there. We're still not done.
So Jesse, I can expect
Get that ball back. All we'll need is a field goal.
way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an
Fuck
offense,
you.
because you know if you do try to throw
Okay,
the football,
one more.
probably man coverage,
One more. One more.
a small window, it is not easy to execute in this situation of the
He
game.
has a home blitz here.
A 3rd and long coming up here.
Shit, we know they're going to pass.
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires up.
No way.
Tremendous Tremendous awareness along the sideline.
What the hell is our defender doing, man? Where's he going? What? Where is he going? When's the ball in his hands? Right there. Yeah, he's definitely got a foot in. Yeah. Oh, they're reviewing it. Please, God. You just saw the replay. I'm pretty sure his foot was in.
And they take another look.
That is a perfect throw on the run, too.
Right, and the play will stand.
Yeah, first down.
The offense down to the
Oh, they're not taking a knee, even though they could.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout called by the defense.
Back-to-back conference losses to start the year is not what I had in mind.
Bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. And he's
Only one foot has to be in college.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down.
Mathematically, we're technically alive as long as they don't get this first down.
That's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it
But
back
barely.
down the field. So let's dial up our best.
No fumble. Hit the shit out of him, but no fumble.
Good disciplined defense on that play. It's 3rd and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for
We got about 2.5 seconds between game clock and score clock. Almost blocked it. We got to let that hit. 4 seconds, 1 chance. 1 chance. And we're going to try a little bit of trickery here. A little bit.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up.
We're sending Jennings.
Some early movement.
And somebody jumped? Why?
They'll walk it back.
That's game, right? Ball start on the offense. I called an audible.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Okay, well, I'll drop this back even further.
First down.
Please don't fucking jump this time, you buffoon. Block like hell, just send Jennings deep.
Receivers
I want as much coverage as possible. We're just sending Jennings, and that's it.
Play fake on first down to throw.
Greg Jennings! No!
This is incomplete.
Ah!
Over, and this will be
What was that fucking catch animation, man?
the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back.
It almost worked, too.
It's not the end of the world, though. I still
Dude, one of my biggest, if not the biggest complaint I have in this game and Madden is the rack catch animations fucking suck. In my opinion, the only time your receiver should be jumping for the ball is on aggressive. If it's a rack catch, he should be keeping his feet moving, and if it's a possession catch, plant your feet, catch the ball. Does that not make sense? I don't know why he's jumping. He doesn't have to. Catch it in stride, please.
From here for Jesse
Please.
Pollock, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Right there, you don't have to jump. There's no reason for him to jump there. 0. Just keep running. Not to mention, he dropped it because his foot hit the dude's arm. I mean, if he keeps his feet moving, catches that in stride, he'll still likely have to break a tackle. But, man,